Good evening, everybody. I am going to show you guys Google Forms for my Google Tools project. So, what I'm going to do is first get to Google Forms. So I'm going to click on the Google Apps and go down to the purple sheet that says Forms underneath. You can use Google Forms for many different reasons. You could create surveys, create quizzes, create logs. There's also a bunch of different tools or templates, that you could use. So there are education templates that are very nice. There are personal templates, and then there are work templates. So these just help you whenever you're creating your Google form. They help you kind of remind, what you really want on your Google form, and just have some good suggestions. So what I'm going to show you, well, first I'm going to go ahead and show you just a blank version of Google Forms, but then I'm going to show you a template as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the blank form. Whenever you have a blank form, just like with anything, you have to title your form. So I'm going to title this Google Tools Quiz over video. Okay, so here's my title, and if I want to make sure that this title appears in my Google Drive, then I will click over here where it says Untitled Form. I will click it and make sure it's the same thing. Okay, then underneath I have a short description of the quiz, which you can add or you don't have to add. And then I move on to my first question. So once I title or click on the question, a large box is going to appear. And it's going to give me a variety of things that I can add to my question. So what I could add is another question over here on the right-hand column here. You could add another question. You could add a title or a description to the actual question. You could add an image, and the image will appear under the question. It's kind of neat because I'll just pull it up really quick. If you add the image, let's say you don't have an image, you can search it. So let's say, I'll just do science. So if I want to just add a quick little science picture, I just have to click on it, click select, and then it will appear on my Google Form. That's just kind of neat. Okay, you could also add a video, which is the same thing as just a short YouTube video, or a section, so you can section off your Google form. So my first question on the Google Tools quiz might be first and last name. I can't do multiple choice because I don't know everybody's name, so maybe I could do short answer. And then I could also click required. Now this is just an option, but if you click on required, it will show up in a bright purple. That means that it's on. And what it does is ensure that that person or student has to answer the question in order to submit the form. So I'm going to click required for first and last name. And there we go. We have solved the problem of forgetting a pencil, or not forgetting a pencil, although that's a problem too. Forgetting to put a name on an assignment. Now it's required and they have to. So then I'm ready to add my first question. So maybe my first question would be, did you learn new during the video? And so it's a multiple choice question. And what I will do is, for my option 1, you just click on it, and it automatically highlights. I'll click yes. And then to add the option, all you do is click on it, no. Okay, so that will be my first question. Then if you don't want to add anything else, you just simply don't click on anything. you accidentally click on the next option, but you knew you didn't want to add that, over here you just click on the X to that option 3. Alright, and again I'm going to make that required. The next thing I might want to do is add another question, and maybe I want this to be a short answer, maybe I want some feedback. So what I would do, paragraph feedback, is what else would you like to learn? And then that person can answer their opinion. And then maybe I want to do one more question. Did you enjoy watching? And again, I'm going to make this multiple choice. My option 1 will be yes. And my option 2 will be no. Okay, so let's say I'm done. There are a variety of ways that you can send this Google quiz. Whenever I'm teaching, what I do when I click send is I actually just get the link and I attach the link to my Google Classroom. And I just tell my students to go to their Google Classroom and take the quiz that's on their Google Classroom. But you can also send it through an email, which I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to just send it to myself so that you know what it looks like. So, Google Tools video. You could add collaborators, but I'm not going to, and that's just kind of like sharing it whenever you're on Google Drive. But you can also embed the video inside your Google Classroom or even your school website or your classroom website. So I'm going to send the video, and then hopefully it's already. When I open up the email, it gives you the options that I've invited you to fill out the form. So I'll go to fill out the form. Now, I'm going to show you 2 cool things. Let me see if make sure I have time. Okay, I'm going to show you something better. So, whenever you fill out the form, if you want to grade it, you will fill out your form and title it for first and last name and for key, or you can put your name if that's how you're going to identify it, and then click submit. Okay, so now whenever I go to grade it, I know on my spreadsheet I have the answer key. And then let's say I go to grade it. I need at least one person in order to grade it. Okay, so I've submitted, let's just say I was the student and I also submitted my response. In order to get to the spreadsheet, you have to open up your Google Drive, and I might run out of time, so I'm going to go type it quickly. Whenever you use Screencastify, you only have 10 minutes unless you want to upgrade. Okay, so you open up your Google Drive,